Hi, I'm Kristina Bergsten with the Animal Law Firm, where we are fighting for the underdog. Today, I would like to talk to you about not talking to the cops. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea to talk to any law enforcement if you are being charged with a crime. How do you know that you're being charged with a crime? If law enforcement is talking to you, you are very likely going to be charged with a crime. So a lot of people don't understand or know that dog bites are a criminal charge, and so if law enforcement, whether that's the local sheriff or animal control, the dog warden, the SPCA, or police officers, your local town police officer, it doesn't matter. It depends on where you live, whether or not there's an animal control or some sort of animal-specific law enforcement body. Whoever is a law enforcement officer or quasi-law enforcement officer who can enforce laws and they're talking to you, don't talk to them. Just say, I would love to cooperate, but I've been told that I'm pleading the fifth. My attorney said not to talk to you. I'm happy to take the summons if you have one for me. Otherwise, I don't want to make any statement. And at that point, once you mention the word attorney, they do have to back off. And especially if you use words like Fifth Amendment, like fancy phrases like that, then they'll be like, it'll probably piss them off, and they might threaten you with jail. They might threaten you with more charges. They might threaten you with a lot of different things. They can even, depending on the charge, go so far as to actually book you and process you just to humiliate you. I don't typically see that in animal cases. I've seen it in some other types of cases, but so it is possible. They can threaten you, but they can't actually put you in jail for an animal related offense unless it's like a felony, but that's animal cruelty, which we don't do. So, so if a police officer, animal control agent, dog warden, any sort of law enforcement agency person is talking to you, code enforcement will enforce animal statutes. Tell them I plead the fifth. My attorney told me not to talk to you. I'm happy to take a summons or citation or whatever. And I'll have my attorney contact you. You just be cooperative, be polite, and then just tell them you don't want to make a statement. Because if you make a statement, we are stuck with that. Animal control officers, law enforcement, police, anyone, they will pretend like they're being your friend. They will be like, oh, I just want to get your side of the story. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, if I just explain what happened, then they'll let me go. But that's not true. They're like, oh, yeah. They're like writing it down like, oh, wow, yeah, really? That's what happened? Oh, okay. And then when you read it a few weeks later, when we get it for you and we ask you to get your opinion on the discovery, you'll see like the police officer wrote, this person was, drooling, and they said that the dog, they weren't paying attention at all, and that the dog has always been a nuisance, and they admitted to their dog attacking other people in the past. I mean, they'll write down straight up lies. They'll take stuff that you say out of context. I mean, the reports that we get back from these law enforcement officers is just like an absolute, it's just an endeavor in the creative process in terms of what we see written down. So don't talk to law enforcement, because all they do is write down what you say so they can twist it to make it look like you admitted to a crime or confessed to a crime, and they will use it against you. It's everything you've ever seen in TV in that regard. They can and will use it against you for sure. So don't say anything. Just be polite. Tell them I'm happy to take a citation, but I don't want to make a statement. And if you need to, you can throw the word, my attorney said not to make a statement. Just keep saying that until they go away, because they do eventually have to go away. That's it for today, underdogs. Until next time.